So when it comes to Garry's mod, we have seen randomly generated rooms before, but this map is going to be about something a bit different. This is Sector 75, the procedurally generated liminal map. Yes, you heard me right, there is a lot of liminality going on here, and this map is really cool. To start things off, I'll show you, we are in a simple box. However, that box is going to grow exponentially as we continue through the map. Every time you open a door, a new room is generated, as you can see. And these rooms are going to be all about being liminal. If you don't know what liminal means, liminal is typically, well, creepy or eerie nostalgic rooms that are usually areas that lead to other areas. Transitional spaces is the best way I would describe it, and well, these are certainly transitional, as we can see here, going into even more creepy hallways. Now, I do also want to give a huge shout out to the audio. The audio is really atmospheric and creepy, and you can see that we're not just going to get the same room. It can vary quite a bit. Now we have this very long, dark and foreboding hallway, and once you get to the end of this, we have yet another room, but now we have stairs. So I'm honestly kind of surprised that there's so much variety in this map. I wasn't really knowing what I was expecting. I'm very impressed so far. Now we can see sometimes the rooms don't always make sense. We have a door back there that surely we could probably open, but there's no way to get past this gate. So we're only going to be sitting here, looking at it. Or we could just no-clip through it, but that's kind of lame. However, you can see we can open the door, but this time we're gonna go with the lore-accurate way and we're gonna continue onward. Now, I am thoroughly impressed with what I'm seeing so far, and I love the whole focus on liminal. I am a huge Backrooms fan, which this map is of course inspired by the Backrooms, SCP, all that stuff. And it's also very important as we continue through these rooms that this entire map is also moddable. So good support for that if you're someone who has a keen eye on being able to do those things. Now we can also see that it's not limited to just rooms, we also have props. You can see right here we have this shelf that we can of course pick up. It's not like a part of the map or anything. It really just is a prop. And into the next room we can see the vibe does change quite a bit. The lighting, which is pretty dynamic by the way, also really impressive. Yeah, definitely a lot more eerie in here. And once again we have a gate we cannot traverse through, but we can go down here and now we have even more props. Now I've seen some procedural generation when it comes to maps, but being able to generate props is pretty interesting. I think we did see it in that last map that we took a look at that was around this topic, but I'm just still amazed that this is becoming more common in Garry's mod. Here we can see we even have some themes going on here. This is like a barracks for, almost looks like an army barracks, I guess. You couldn't pay me to sleep on one of these bunk beds. We can see here we have a bit of a wraparound. Now I also do want to mention that surprisingly, wait, we have a whole room just for this bucket? Now this is where things do get a little dicey. We're going to need to go quite a bit back because there's simply no way to go. However, thankfully we do have another doorway way back here, and we have another fork. I'm gonna go ahead and take this one, going back up the stairs, and now we are in another hallway. Starting to see a bit of repetition. There is a nice amount of rooms that can be generated, and this can also be somewhat customized. But I do want to show you guys that Nextbots can work on this map despite the procedural generation. Whoa, this is cool. Is there actually like a roof here? That's legit. It's not just for show. This is all really here. Okay, this is the perfect hallway to be chased by a Nextbot. See if I can find one. Ah, pumpkin rabbits. So even though it doesn't technically have a true nav mesh, I had to move out of the way before he killed me. It is important to note that you really don't want the next bot to break the door before you enter it. Okay, this is pretty eerie. When you fall through the map, oh god, now it's just me and him. Alright, let's try that again. I redid the map. However, I also am going to spawn in Mr. Pumpkin Rabbit here. Try to close some doors, but it's not really going to save me all that much. Now, the next bot is still going to get stuck on corners. It's a bit buggy, it's not perfect, but the fact that this even works at all... Wait, what the... Oh, he might have phased through the map. Oh, Jesus, that scared the hell out of me. He definitely did. Now, I also heard that there could be some abstract components to this map generation. Like, this is pretty cool, having these shelves flank you, but I don't know if we're going to get a lot of that today because they do seem to be a bit few and far between, but I am going to be hellbent on trying. Oh, and look at this. We've seen this room before, but now there's no gate and there's no entryway. A lot of different types of layouts you can get. Here we have this room, very familiar. That one, there's really nothing different. Oh, and here we have a strange looking door that goes into another hallway that we've seen quite a bit. Here we go. This is more like it, man. A really, really cool concept. Reminds me of the old Shad Grim Groovy maps, if you guys know what that's all about. You're an OG, that's all I'm gonna say. But we can actually walk across this. It's nothing but an illusion. Hopefully we get something else. Oh, we get another fork. What about this door? What's through here? Another hallway? Okay. And we have a dead end with nothing but shelves. So again, good thing that we have multiple ways we can go. Now, of course, I could talk about this for hours. It might even take that long to see all the rooms that there is to see. But I did just want to kind of give a nice generalized overview of what you can expect when playing on this map. I also do want to open up a bunch of rooms to show you guys the layout after the video is done. And if you're worried about performance, do not fear anything, because well, the props and the rooms can fade in and out of view very efficiently, which I think that's really awesome. Being able to not have this map just completely destroy your computer is a great thing. We're really starting to see a lot of repetition now, which is unfortunate. But as is the case with procedural generation, yeah, I've seen this hallway like maybe 10 times already. Oh, and we're back to the creepy one. But we don't have the top platform. Oh, we're on the top platform now. That's pretty cool. Okay, so a bit different. I guess that does add some verticality to this. Not like the stairs. Totally didn't do that anyway. Alright, I could ramble on forever. We have benches. And we have the barracks at the end. This is what you can expect, my friends. Tons and tons of rooms. We're going to just slowly go through it all to show you the layout that you can expect. Definitely quite a big map considering the maps we already have in Garry's mod. Alright, now before we end the video, I did want to mention that I went into this room and I thought nothing of it until I saw this bookshelf, and I did end up breaking it, but I just spawned another one in. And what do you know, we do got some secret entrances, pretty cool. And that relates to a brick wall, okay. Now, I did also find another cool room through here, which normally you could not enter, but it's definitely unique. We've not seen a room like this, and we can see there's an area that we simply cannot reach. Good news is that we have no clip, so we can simply climb up there and see. And we're kind of going into like almost a biome, if you will. Oh, the famous pipes. I'm really glad I did not miss this. Okay, we're gonna keep continuing on to this. This is new. I didn't expect this. And I'm surprised we didn't see anything like this before until now. Okay, we're in some kind of deep canal. Continuing with the brick wall. Oh, okay. We got the forbidden textureless pipes. Okay, gotta be careful here. I know my parkour, y'all. That was totally not hard at all. And this is very, very backroomsy, if you ask me. Tons of doorways. Each of them are enterable, which is pretty cool. I wonder if the doorway indicates the biome change. Maybe. Because now we're back to here. What about this? Oh my god, we might be onto something. So the type of door that you see could give you a sneak peek into what kind of, I guess, room set you could enter in. Oh, that's odd. There's a door that's locked. I've never come across that until now. And no clipping through it, well, there's nothing there. It goes to show that even when you think you've seen everything, there is still so much to be seen. But hey guys, please let me know your thoughts down below. Do you think this kind of map is cool? I think this stuff is incredibly amazing because it breaks the limits of what Source can truly do. I mean, this map can truly go on forever. I don't even know if there even is an end to it. I imagine there's got to be some kind of physical bound, but we're starting to see a lot of the same, so why don't we zoom out, see what we've created so far. An entire complex, completely randomly generated. You will never see a map exactly like this. This is the only time you'll probably ever see a map with this exact configuration. And you can of course do the same thing. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts down below. Leave a like, subscribe, links will be in the description. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this until the end, and well, until next time, thank y'all so much for watching. And until next time, farewell.